just keep changing monthly. It seems like, you know, a couple of months it'll stay the same, then the next month you get a bill and it's higher. And I just want to have a calculation based off of how they are charging us for this water.
People in the tri-state neighborhood say their water bills skyrocketed over the last few months. And when Local 12 News gets involved, answers start flowing. Good evening to you again, everyone. It's gotten so bad that some neighbors say they simply can't pay their water bills.
The owner of the Beechwood Mobile Home Park in Fort Mitchell says his company subsidized the sewer and water bills since taking over 2.5 years ago. Local 12's Rich Jaffe started digging into the issue. He joins us live now with some answers. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Cammie. This place has been around since the 1970s. It's a quiet, nicely maintained park. It's not the kind of place that has a lot of trouble. What apparently, though, no one knew until we started asking is that somewhere underneath here is one gusher of a water leak. For the last few years, Ella Karcher has watched her water and sewer bills go right through the roof of her tiny mobile home. A high use rate for a family of 4 in this area would be $70 or $80. Living alone, Ella and other residents at the Beechwood Mobile Home Park are now paying more than $93 a month for the privilege of drinking and flushing.
I moved here as a widow and thought that this would be my little slice of heaven because it allowed me to have my own home, my yard for my plants, you know, just a real serene type of a life. And then all of a sudden, I mean, these water bills started coming in and it's like, holy cow, I guess I won't eat this month.
SSK Communities owns the park, and while each home has its own water meter, the water district meter for the entire property is at the entrance. Kim Leitner's lived here for 5 years and says they haven't been able to get any explanation on the rates from SSK.
I can accept an explanation and kind of bite the bullet of what I have to pay based off of that, but when I don't get explanations, that's what makes me wonder, you know, what's going on.
SSK's Nathan Smith told me they've been steadily raising the water rates to try and pay the park's incredible water bills. While residents are paying $93 a month, he says the real cost is almost $193 a month for each lot.
Since we took over 2 years ago, we have consistently been astonished by what the bills are here. But when you inherit the property, you just assume, okay, well, we've inherited this property. The bills are running $30,000 every 3 months, which would be $10,000 a month. So we're thinking, well, that sounds it sounds odd to us, but in the realm of possibility.
So after we started looking into this and looking at some of the records, today Nathan Smith and a representative from the Water District walked around this place, and what they found is that the water meter here is spinning virtually out of control. It's now estimated that this place is losing 35,000 gallons of water a day. This coming Wednesday, Smith and the residents here are going to try and shut off all their individual water meters and then take a walking tour of the place and try and find out where that water is coming from and where it's going. And we will be here as well, and we will let you know what they find. In Fort Mitchell, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cammie?
Rich, thank goodness you did the story and kind of lit a fire and got people going, and now they know there's a leak. But let me ask you this, is there any chance that all the money these people have been spending on this, will they ever be able to recoup any of that?
Well, I think that's very, very doubtful. The good news will be, though, that Smith says if indeed there is a leak, and obviously there is, his company will fix that leak, and that means that everybody's bills should be dropping dramatically. But first things first. First, they have to find where that leak is, and hopefully they'll spot where it's going as well. So
right.
we'll be there for it.
All right, let us know. Rich Jaffe, thank you. There are 70 homes at the Beechwood Park. Nathan Smith told us that he checked another property that his company owns with nearly 200, more than double that many homes, and the monthly water and sewer bill was $2,000 less than the bill there at Beechwood.